Hi YouTube, it's Joe here from South East London. It's the first video I've done in about 3 weeks, I think. I've actually been away on holiday. I've been in Marrakesh for 11 nights, and then had a few things to do either side of that, so that took me away for a couple of days. And yeah, had a fantastic time, got a great tan. It was really good fun. Third time I've been to the same hotel. All paid for by eBay profits, and yeah, wife and I had a really good time there, so that was great. Um, because I was there for 11 days and I was away, I say, for a few days either side of that, putting my shop on holiday mode and leaving listings going was just a bit too much of a risk. 14 days, having to message people and say they wouldn't get their items in that sort of time scale was just too long. So I actually just shut all my listings down. Um, Went on holiday mode and blocked all my listings, and a lot of them ended. But came back and on Monday relisted everything or just reactivated ones which were inactive, and yeah, had about 35 sales since then, since Monday. So yeah, the week's going quite well actually. Been out this morning to the Carboot and picked some bits up, which I'll just run through, and then also nipped into the charity shops a couple of times this week, just as I've been sort of around and about, and yeah, doing all right. But no, it's been it was great to get away. I feel like I've got so much stuff to get on with and catch up with now, just because of not sort of listing for a couple of weeks. But I'm sure I'll get my head back around it. I'm sure I'll get back into it. So I'll quickly nip through what I picked up this morning. I got a couple of Xbox controllers. They're in really nice condition. One of them's wired and one of them's not. The guy wanted to sell them as a pair, which was fine. And it was £5 for both of those. That was good. Other media stuff. Funnily enough, I got 2 copies off one guy for this Manhunt game. It's not a massive seller, but it's about £5-6. The Xbox version is much better than the PS2 version as far as money goes. I think this game was banned for a while in the UK or something. I don't know, but yeah, it does pretty well. Simpsons Hit and Run, which everyone picks up all the time. That one's in really nice condition. That was £1. Both of those were £1. Those games. And then this game, ordinarily I would never pick up a game like this. Pippa Fennell, Take the Reins, but it is actually sealed. It's not fantastically sealed. There's a bit of splitting here, but a new sealed one of these sold for 21 quid the other day, so I thought, you know what, for 50p that's got to be worth a risk. Nice pair of diesel jeans here. These are, I think they're not in, it's not in there. They're slightly older pair of diesel lavs, they're called. They're like a boot cut style, and they were 3 quid, size 34, 32. So I should do alright on them. Lav isn't a particularly great style, and boot cut's not particularly fashionable at the moment, but yeah, should do alright with them. Always like the Air Forces, there was loads of these out today. These ones weren't in great condition, the rims are a bit off-white. I tend to try and steer clear of them if the rims are too sort of beigey, sort of yellow, but they were only £1, so that was yeah, worth picking up. They're size 4. These ones slightly better condition. All this dirt will come off. It's not actually sort of ingrained or anything like that, and they were £2 for those ones. They're a size 8, so they should do well with them. Picked up a few Converse off one guy. He had a few pairs. I say this all the time with Converse. I'm trying to get back to sort of just doing the basic styles, or the ones which I know sell quite well. These white leather ones always do well. They're a size 6, so they're a really good size. They were 3 quid. And then a couple of other pairs which I bought as a pair for 6 quid, so I paid 3 quid each of them. A pair of black monochromes. These are size 7. These are really good sellers. The white ones and the all black ones do really well, so yeah, should do well with them. They're in good condition. And then just a pair of your normal white ones, again in pretty good condition. I'll have to clean up the toe caps and the rims. There's a few little marks on the canvas, but I'm not going to wash them. It's just too much. I think sometimes they almost come out worse when you wash them. So yeah, I'm just going to leave them as they are, and yeah, should get about 20 to 25 pounds back on those, because they're such a good style, and maybe about 20 on the monochrome ones and about 20 on the leather ones. So yeah, all pretty good going. Nice pair of Vans. These are brand new. They weren't going to budge on the price on these. They were 10 quid. They're sort of glittery ones, women's ones. They've got the price on here, 47 quid. Now there's no way you can know that they ever sold for 47 quid. They might have been in TK Maxx, or they might have been in Shoe or something like that and on sale, but you know, 47 quid to give you an idea. So I should get about 25 quid, 30 quid back on those hopefully. Simpsons mug, Homer mug, I picked that up for 50p. Needs a bit of a clean. It's one where you put a cookie or a biscuit in there, I think was the idea. I've got another Homer mug a bit like that. I'll probably do those as a pair, because it's going to cost exactly the same to post 1 or post 2. Nice pair of Nike Air Max Classics. I've had these exact same ones in the past and sold them for like 45 quid, I think. These were eight quid, so yeah, really pleased with them. They're in really nice condition, so I should do well with those. Now this wasn't the greatest pickup ever in terms of Nintendo 64s and stuff like that. It was off with one of the dealers, so it was always going to be a bit tricky. He wanted 35 quid for this, so I wasn't going to pay that. That was going to be a bit too much, but managed to get it down to 25 quid. And the main thing, all the controllers are in pretty good condition. Like they ping back in nicely. All these, this one's a bit loose, so you can see, but they ping back quite nicely, all the controllers. And it's got both the connections. It's got the official, like the AV and the 3-pin one, which is great. Classic game. And then the thing which swung me is it had the expansion pack. If you for those of you who know, you just flip those up, and this is the expansion memory pack. You can sell that for about 15 quid by itself. So what I might do is I might buy like a replica original memory pack and then just sell the memory pack separate, or I might just wait till I get a few more games which benefit from the memory pack and sell it as a bundle like that. So that was the one thing that sort of swung me selling it for by paying 25 quid for it. And it's also off a guy who I try and buy a lot of stuff off of. He has some good stuff, and he does know the value of most of it, but he's not an expert by any stretch, and he's done me some really good deals in the past, so I try and stay on his good side. So yeah, that was the things that I got from the boot set. Oh, one more thing as well, really nice. I'm probably going to keep this actually. It was a Fred Perry top medium white one, really good condition, but it's not cotton peak one, it's the slim fit one, so it actually fits me really nicely. Yeah, so I'll probably keep that, and that was 2 quid. Then in terms of things that I've picked up from the boot sales over the last week or so, done pretty well actually again. Sorry, not boot sale, the charity shops, done pretty well. Nice pair of Levi 511s there, 34, 32, so really good size, good seller. They were 6 quid. Yeah, should do well with them. 511s are a great Levi to pick up because they're the slim ones at the moment. Should get about 30, 35 quid back for them. This was a great pickup. One of the charity shops had a load of box sets, and those sort of prices were all over the place. But this one I managed to do quite well on. This was 5 quid, and it's the complete Third Rock from the Sun series, but it's also got an extended sort of never aired scene on there, I think, and it's also got some 3D glasses, and it's all new and never been watched or used. It's a 22 disc set, and that should go for about 55 quid. I got it on there at 55, so it should go for around that 50-55 pounds. So yeah, do keep your eyes out for that if you ever see it, the 22 disc set. There are other complete series, but they're not I think they've got like 21 discs or 20 discs or something, so yeah, keep your eyes out for that one. Another pair of diesel jeans, diesel Levans, again not a great sell. How much did I pay for those? 8 quid. Yeah, 8 quid, so I should get about 25 quid back on those. So not huge profit margins, but quite easy to sell. I do sell lots of those sort of things. This was interesting. Paid £4 for this little fella. It's a Fisher Price recordable sort of tape player, but it's got its it's got its original microphone, and it's not got the original cassette, but the fact that it was boxed with instructions was quite cool. It's actually an older version. There's one version of this which you see quite a lot of on eBay. It's like a brown one, and then there's a sort of a slightly more modern looking one of this, but there wasn't actually many of these ones on there. I think I only saw 1 or 2 which had sold, completed listings. I don't think there are any active ones on there, so I should do alright with that. Should get maybe 25 quid again for that, something around that. Couple of board games, Trivial Pursuit, Place Your Bets. I thought I'd sold this before, so that's why I picked it up, but I actually haven't. I've already got a copy of this one at home. I only paid £1 for it, but I probably wouldn't have bothered if I realised that I'd already got one of those at home. And then Cranium Junior is quite a good seller. I paid 2 quid for that. Probably the most interesting thing that I've had from the Carboot, from the charity shops was this. It's I don't know how you pronounce that. Padme Amidala. I'm not a great Star Wars fan, but I do know a bit about it. And it's the sort of deluxe version of her dressing up costume. I had to pay up for it. I mean, they had it on 9 quid, but it's well worth it. These ones, like the sort of the official branded ones, seem to do really well with these costumes, and it's really heavy. It's got quite a lot of stuff in there, and it looks like it's in new condition. I don't know if it's ever been used, and that was 9 quid, but I say they sell for about 50 quid online, so that was great. I should do well with that. And then I also picked up this accessory sort of dressing up thing. This was 4 quid, and I thought, well, if I've got that, I might as well get this as well, maybe do it as a bundle together. So that was quite cool. But yeah, paid a bit for it, but they do well, and this is brand new, so yeah, pleased with that. And then just a few little bits of media, nothing too exciting again. True Blood, 4th season, I paid £1 for that. Not a great sale, it does about 5 or 6 quid. This surprised me, this Rock Band 3 on the Wii. I think it was only ever sold as a bundle, so I don't know if you could buy the game individually, because the game goes for about 13, 14 quid by itself. I paid £1 for that, so that's good. Guitar Hero 6 Warriors of Rock. I don't know if this was the last Guitar Hero they made, but again, it does alright. Paid £1 for that and it goes for about £6-7. Spyro Dragon, and these I paid 50p each for these. This Turtles Battle Nexus does pretty well, so that's not bad. But yeah, Spyro is just a sort of a if you can get all of those, it's worth bundling those together, the PS2 Spyros. And then the Really Nasty Golf game, that was £1. I've had the Really Nasty Horse Racing one and the Really Nasty Racing game and done alright with those, so I thought I'd take a chance on this one, but it's not a great seller. It's sort of like a 10 to £12 game. In terms of my sales yesterday, had a couple of bits that I sold. Got rid of like a nice pair of Vans. I got 20 quid on those. Having paid, I can't remember what I paid for those, maybe 4 quid. These I did alright on as well. These sort of Nike Air Flights, they're quite worn. I actually paid 10 quid for those because I thought I'd do slightly better on those, and I got 25 back on them, so that was fine. And then a nice sale on a PS2 game, Asterix Novel XXL2, got 10 quid on that, and again this would have been a game either that I'd got as part of a bundle or £1 or something like that. I do have an ink cartridge as well, which I need to find. Tom and Nick, I saw that in their conversation, their chat, which was really interesting, said about losing items and stuff like that. I just cannot find this ink cartridge anywhere. I normally have a set place where I put all my inks, and it's just not there. And I looked on eBay to see if it's something that I'd sold twice by mistake, and you know, because I seem to remember posting something similar to it, but I just cannot find it anywhere. So hopefully it shows up in a minute as I keep on looking, because it's so frustrating, these one items, and it's going to take me, you know, 20 minutes to try and find this bloody thing when I could be doing plenty of other things. So hopefully it turns up. Well, anyway, that's me. I'm back. I'll be doing a few more videos again. I'll try and get back into the swing of it. Yeah, it's been good sort of catching up on some of the videos that people have been posting. Interesting to see what people have been picking up over the last couple of weeks. And yeah, we'll be around. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this. And yeah, it's good to speak to you again. Bye.